Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Ezine, and in this video I'll be showing you how to draft a basic gown with a bust dart, and I'll also show you how to eliminate zip bulge at the back of your gown. Are you struggling with that little bulge at your zip area? Don't worry, in this video I'll show you how to fix it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and also help me share this video. So to get started, I'll go ahead and mark out my starting point, and that will be my shoulder line. So that from that point, I will get my chest line. And to get your chest line, you divide your bust by 6, then you add 1.5. So you also add 1 inch for your shoulder slope. Whatever you have, that will be your chest line. So for my shoulder, I'll mark my shoulder to my bust point, which is 10 inches, and I'll have my shoulder to my half length, which is 16 inches. So from my half length, I'll mark my hip line. So this hip line, depending on the measurement you're working with. So for this measurement, our hip line is 9 inches. So I'll show you on the screen on how to take your hip line measurement in case you don't know. So after getting my point, I'll go ahead and use my ruler to rule it out. So the next thing I'll be doing is to mark my shoulder measurement. So to do that, I'll divide my shoulder into two and mark on the shoulder line and on the chest line. After that, I connected my neckline. I used 3 inches for the wideness and 3 inches for the depth. Then I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, then I connected like this. I hope you understand. So after that, on the chest line, I'll go ahead and divide my bust measurement into 4. So my bust is 36 inches. I'll go ahead and divide it into 4. So which will give me 9 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it on the chest line. Then on the waistline, so I'll divide my waist measurement by 4, mark it, then add 1 inch for that allowance. On my hip line, I'll divide my hip by 4, then mark it. So this gown is just going to be a normal straight gown. So I'll just mark the hip measurement. I'll take it down to the hemline. So the length of this gown is 36 inches. So after that, I'll connect my lines. So just watch how I'm going to connect it together. So after connecting, the next thing is to connect our armhole. So I'll divide whatever I have there into 2, then mark it out. Then I'll go in from that point by half an inch. So that way we'll be having a nice curve on the armhole area. So I'll go ahead and connect the 3 points together like this. So just go ahead and label this so that you understand what I'm doing. So next will be on how to connect our dart. So after getting the nipple to nipple, you divide it into 2. Are you seeing? Now place it on your bust point. For the front dart, you place it on your bust point. Then your dart will not get to your hip line, so you will go up by 2 inch or 2.5 inches. So after you're done with that, you divide your nipple to nipple, like I said, into 2. So you mark it on your bust point, your half length, and that your hip line that you went up by 2.5 inch or 2 inch. Then you connect it like this. So the next thing is, remember we added 1 inch for that on the waistline. So we'll be sharing that 1 inch on both sides of the dart. So see how I'm going to do it. So the 1 inch, we'll divide it into 2, put half inch on both sides. So we are now going to connect like this. You connect from your bust point to your half length like this. Are you seeing? So you get a smooth curve. Then placed on both sides like so. Then you connect from your waistline to your hip point like this on both sides. So after I was done with, I just go ahead and connect my neckline. So we won't be using a square neckline, so we're using round neckline. So the next thing is for us to put our bust dart measurement. So doing this is quite easy. It's just for you to get the difference between your front and your back half length. Know that your front and your back, they are not the same. So the difference between the two, that's what you are going to place here. So for mine here, the difference between the front half length and the back half length is 1.5 inches. I hope you understand. So I'll just come down from the bust point and mark my 1.5 inches and connect like this. So for this gown here, you can decide to just leave it like this, or you want to make it fitted on the down area here. So you can just go in by 1 inch. So you can do more than that. So you can go in, like remove 4 to 5 inches from your hip measurements, then you mark what you have on that line here. So that's just it. So this is our front pattern of our basic bodies. So the next thing we are going to do is to draft the back part. So now the first thing I'll do here is to mark out my zip allowance. So you can use 1 inch, 1.5 or 2 inches. So what I use here is 1.5. So I'll mark it straight, then I'll go ahead and connect it like this. So from that point, I'll mark my chest line. So what I use for the front, that's what I'll be using for the back. So remember I said that the front and the back half lengths are not the same. So my front half length is 16 inches. Then the back is 14 and a half inches. I hope you understand. So it was that difference that we use. That's the difference between front and back. That's what we use for our front bust dart measurement. I hope you understand. So I'll go ahead and mark 14 and a half inches. Then from that point there, I'll mark my hip line measurement. So I'll be using what I use for the front, which is 9 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark it. So remember, since our front we have added bust dart to the front, we cannot use the same length again for the back. I hope you understand. So that bust point that we added 1.5, we are going to minus it and mark our full length. I hope you understand. So I'll explain again. Like the front length is 36 inches. So minus the bust dart that we added, that is the difference between front and back, which is 1.5. We will now have 34 and a half inches. So that will be the length for our back. I hope this is clear. So after that, I'll just go ahead and connect my lines like this. So after connecting, the first thing is to mark my shoulder measurement. So I'll divide my shoulder again into two, mark on my shoulder line and on my chest line. Then I'll go ahead and connect. So here I'll mark my neckline. So the width I use 3 inches for the front. I also use the same thing for the back. Then I'll come down by 1 inches. Then I'll connect. Then also mark 1 inch for my shoulder slope at the back. And I'll go ahead and connect with my ruler. So what I'll do here is to divide my bust measurement into 4, which is 9. Then my waist measurement, I'll divide it into 4, which is 7. Then I'll add 1 inch for that also at the back. Then I'll divide my hip measurement into 4. Then I'll mark it on the hip line. So I also mark the same thing on the hemline. That's my hip measurement. That's if you don't want your gown to be fitted. So you just mark the measurement like that. I'll go ahead and connect my point together with my ruler. So the next thing I'll be doing here is to connect my armhole curve. So I'll divide my armhole into two, then get the midpoint, go in by 1/2 inch and also connect chest line with my ruler. So after connecting, the next thing I'll do here is to mark my darts at the back. So remember we added 1 inch also for the back. So I'll go ahead and show you how to connect your back dart. So front is different from the back. So remember the front side, we started our dart from the bust point measurement. So for the back, you're not going to do that. You're going to use your chest line measurement. So you divide your nipple to nipple into two, then you mark on the chest line and on your waistline. So same as the front, you go up from your hip line by 2 inches, mark your nipple to nipple, then connect it like this. I hope it's clear. So remember we added 1 inch also for the back dart. So we dividing it on both sides, 1/2 inch on both sides. Then I'll go ahead and connect with my ruler. So if you want your gown to be fitted, like I said earlier, what you did in the front part, you also do it on the back pattern. So I went in by 1 inch just for it to be a little bit fitted on the new area. You can make it more than
Now,
1 inch
after
depending on
cutting,
how
it will be
you want
looking
it.
nice, but to remove that zip bulge, I'll show you what to do. So on your half length, just use your ruler and extend that point to your zip. Extend your half length to your zip area like this. Are you seeing? Then on that point there, you go in by 1/2 inch. Are you seeing? So if the person is bigger, you can use 0.75. So depending. So you just go ahead and connect it to your neckline and also connect to your hip line. With this, you are going to eliminate zip bulge. Your back of your zip will be relaxing properly. So after that, you just go ahead and replace your 1/2 inch on the side. Then you connect it back like this. So with this, your dress will fit very, very well. So that's it on how to eliminate zip bulge on the back area. So this is it after we're done.